Hello my dear students, let's continue with our online classes. The last two classes we were discussing about consumers equilibrium in case of one sector, one commodity and two commodity cases. And when we were discussing that cases, actually it was based on marginal utility analysis. Then in case of marginal utility analysis, we are following the cardinal approach. Cardinal approach, there I told you, the economist Alfred Marshall and his group of economists, they believe that the satisfaction that we are receiving from the consumption of a commodity, we are able to measure in terms of utility. There we are using the scale as utils. How many utils we received from the consumption of a particular commodity. And there they were saying that the utils we are able to measure in cardinal numbers, like I received 5 utils, I received 10 utils, like that. But other group of economists are also there who are supporting ordinal approach, like the economist J.R. Hicks and his team. Then they believe that this utility that we are not able to count in numbers. What is their opinion? They say that we are only able to grade the utility, otherwise satisfaction we received from the consumption of the commodities. This is one, like we can say that when we are discussing about our own personal experience also, you just say that when you are eating a chocolate, otherwise when you are getting a new set of clothes, it may be a bag or something like that. Normal case, we are also not saying I got 5 utils, I got 100 utils, like that. So today we are going to discuss about IC analysis. IC means indifference curve analysis. This indifference curve analysis, it is explaining on the basis of ordinal approach. I told you, in case of ordinal approach, what we are doing, what is the basic idea of this analysis? They believe that the satisfaction we received from the consumption of different commodities, we are not expressing in terms of cardinal numbers like 5 or 10 or something like that. Instead of that, the amount of satisfaction we receive from the consumption of the different commodities, we are only able to grade that. Then here it is when we are coming to the point of consumers equilibrium. Firstly, you should be thorough about the concept of indifference curve analysis. First of all, what is meant by this indifference curve? This indifference curve, it shows various combinations of two commodity, and this combinations, it is giving same level of satisfaction to a consumer. It is a combination. It is we are not indifference curve analysis. We are not explaining by keeping one commodity. There should be two commodities, and we can say that the consumer is indifferent. Otherwise, he is having equal importance for both of this commodity X and Y. Okay, it's not like that X is having too much value while comparing with Y. It's not like that. It's somewhat this both are a substitute of each other in one sense, we can say. And these combinations, like different combinations he is making, and all this, from all these combinations he is getting same level of satisfaction. So now students, I will explain with the help of one table and a diagram. So I hope this is clear for you. Actually, you are able to see this table, I think so. in this table I here first column it is showing combination. First column is combination, then second column is number of commodity X, then here number of commodity Y. So first combination A. In case of A, here you just see students, he is using only one commodity of X, then commodity Y he consumes, that is he is able to get, that is 10. And second combination here, he is when from the 1 he increases the number of commodity X to 2. Okay, when the commodity X increases, what happens here? Number of the commodity Y decreases. And here what happens? Again the number of commodity from the 2 it increases to 3. Then here what happens? Commodity Y again increases. Here when the increase it is increasing, what happens simultaneous to that? Here what happens? Here it will be decreasing. Okay, just opposite. One is increasing, here it is decreasing. Now students, here this I presented in the form of a curve here. So here also you just see that this curve it will never touch x-axis and y-axis. If it is touching either x-axis or y-axis, what it means? His amount, full amount of the income he will be spending for one commodity. So this curve it will never touch x-axis and y-axis. Here this first combination, this is A. What is this? What is this combination? A is showing 10 number of the commodity, Y he is using, he is consuming, then commodity X, that is only 1. And when here what happened? Commodity Y decreased to 7, then he is able to consume more number of commodity X. Again Y is increasing, the consumption of commodity X increases, again the commodity Y decreased, then again what happens? Parallel to that, here the number of the commodity X increased. Okay students, so see, imagine in this indifference curve we assume like that, whether the consumer, whether that person is getting he is getting this combination A or B or C or D, whatever it is, means actually he is indifferent. Means it is not like that, okay, I required combination A only, otherwise B only, otherwise C only. Means such a type of a feeling is not there. He is indifferent. Means all these 4 combinations that is giving equal amount of the satisfaction to the consumer. Now we will be explaining the what are the features of indifference curve. Okay, then the first feature is IC curve slopes downward. This is the first character of indifference curve, because here the reason is that I told you that when the commodity one is increasing, another one is decreasing. Okay, so because of that, here if commodity Y if it is 10, then commodity X is 1 or something like that. Then when another here X increases, then what will happen to the commodity Y? I told you commodity Y will be increasing. Sorry, yeah, commodity Y will be decreasing. So as a result of that, here we can say it is slopes downward. And the second point, that is it is convex to origin. So for commodity, for this first and the second point, here we can say that there is one term in economics we are using, that is marginal rate of substitution, MRS. Okay, marginal rate of substitution. Here that is the reason behind this. So the thing is that here what is happening, when we are consuming more and more number of one commodity, another X commodities, it will be decreasing. Then the third point is that higher IC curve that shows a higher level of the satisfaction. Here this is, here I have written like that IC curve number 1, IC1. Then imagine that here I am drawing a second one. So this is IC2. So this one is giving less amount of the satisfaction. Otherwise, I told you na, like in the case of indifference curve, we are grading. Okay, now when we are grading 1 and 2, what is the amount of the satisfaction for IC1, that is lesser, and IC2, that will be giving more amount of the satisfaction. Instead of like a utility, like we are counting, I told you that in case of ordinal approach, the economists, they believe that we are only able to grade that. Okay, so all the different combinations of the IC1, like a 4 or 5, whatever is the number of the combinations, all that combinations will be giving same amount of the satisfaction. But in case of IC2, means there also 4 or 5 combinations may be there, and all that combinations will be giving same amount of the satisfaction. But when we are comparing the combinations of IC1 and IC2, IC1 will be giving less amount of the satisfaction, and IC2 will be giving more amount of satisfaction. So when we are going higher and higher level of the IC curves, will be showing, otherwise providing, giving more amount of the satisfaction. Then the next point is IC curves will never touch or intersect each other, because if like here I am just drawing, like here these two are the two IC curves. See here at this particular point E, this both are intersecting. Okay, what is the problem? At this point the amount of the satisfaction will be same. Okay, so we are assuming like that, means actually this IC analysis itself, actually what it is saying is it is saying that different curves are showing different level of the satisfaction. So if we draws like that, two IC curves are intersecting each other, so then what will happen? Actually our whole this theory, it will go in another way. Okay, so two indifference curve will never intersect, otherwise touch each other, because if two indifference curves are intersecting each other, it means that that particular intersecting point, there the amount of the satisfaction, it will be same, which is against this analysis. So it is never intersecting each other. And comes to the last point, this is fifth point. Okay, what is the fifth point? Here we are saying that IC curves does not touch the x-axis or y-axis. See, whenever we are drawing, like here also, you just see that indifference curve, it is never touching the x or y-axis. The reason is that, okay, imagine that if we draw like this, what happens? The full amount of the income of this particular consumer, he will be using for commodity Y, and the number of the commodity X, that will be 0. Okay, another ways, if it is like that, means if it is touching here, whatever happens, the full amount of the particular consumer, he will be spending for purchasing commodity X, and the commodity Y, here it will become 0. So it should not be like that, means both side X and Y axis, the indifference curve will never touch, because I told you that this indifference curve, here we are preparing different combinations, and we assume like that these combinations are providing a particular amount of utility. Okay, so here it is compulsory that there should be a combination of two commodities. It's not like that we are discussing this analysis for one commodity. So always a combination of two commodities should be there. So it will never, indifference curve will never touch x-axis or y-axis. So what are the features of the indifference curve analysis? First one, we are saying that indifference curve, it is downward sloping. Secondly, we said that it is convex to origin. Okay, convex to origin. Third one is that it will never okay, indifference curves, higher IC shows a higher level of the satisfaction. Then the fourth one is that it will never touch x-axis or y-axis. And the next point was that the two indifference curves will never intersect, otherwise touch each other. Okay, students.